what we have right now. Having friends you can depend on. Having friends you can look up to. Having
You can
friends
rely on.
you can rely on.
Accounts?
That is life. No accounts?
No, according to accounts. What
Numbers. Okay.
According to accounts, life is about balancing the bank.
Fans in the book. Hello everybody, welcome to today's podcast. This is the Umoyo Youth Network podcast and we're here live right from Lungushi University and I'm so excited. The weather today is a little bit chilly. We haven't had such, weather vibes in a very long time, right, Hope?
Yes.
Yeah. And we have somebody joining us today. I'm pretty sure you haven't seen her in most of our videos. This is Mapalo here. Just say hi to the people.
Hi everyone.
So this is Mapalo here. We have Busuma there. This is
Hi once again.
all right. This is Hope here. How you doing, Hope?
I'm good, how are you?
And we have my guy, my one and only guy,
Yeah. It's cutting. It's proper.
Emmanuel there, and of course, we are shooting live from Lungushi University, the most beautiful university, the only university abroad actually. Now I'm joking. All right, let's dive into it. In today's video, we'll be talking about should parents choose a career for their child or for their children. Basically, are parents allowed to tell their child or their children what program to study at college or the university? Interesting, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. So we'll be getting views, and thank you guys for your support. The previous videos have been a success because you've liked, you've commented, you've shared, and you've subscribed to our YouTube channel. Please remember to do that even with this video. If you are new, please, we love you, subscribe, and make the Umoyo podcast a trend in today's society. All right, Hope, what's your take? Do you think your mother or your father or your guardian, anybody sponsoring you in university or college, do you think they have the right to choose what you should study by virtue of them being your sponsors? Of course, most of us, our parents are our sponsors or our guardians, right? Yeah. Do you think by virtue of that they have the right to choose a career for you, a career path for you, or they have the right to tell you, say, you know what, you study medicine? Because I've heard a number of students saying, I'm studying medicine because that's what my daddy wants, right? I'm studying engineering because that's what my uncle wants. But the question is, what do you want? So do you think that is right? Like parents should choose careers or programs for their children or, whoever they're taking care of?
Okay, so I don't think it's right. I feel like children are supposed to have a right to choose their own programs.
Okay.
But there are many situations where you're forced into a program. Maybe it's the cheapest program available. And that's what your parents can afford at that point in time. So I think you should have a right to choose your own program because you'll be more passionate with it. You won't have challenges, like even though you have school challenges, stress and stuff, you'll be able to manage them because you love the program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope talks about a program being the cheapest, right? Like that's what your parents can afford. Abusuma, do you think there are exceptions when it comes to parents choosing a program for you? Like that's what we can afford. You have to do teaching because that's what we can afford. You can't do medicine because medicine is quite expensive. So do you think that's enough reason enough to let your parents choose a program for you because they can't afford it?
Wow. That's a good question, And you've actually put me in the shoes of being a parent, of which I'm not.
You will be one day.
But then thinking
You can
of...
adopt her.
Wow. But then thinking of how it would be, trying to think as a parent. Of course, parents always want the best for their children. And they always want to see their children succeed. So, first of all, I believe parents do have an opinion, but it's the right of the child to choose what they want. But then, if we are to be real on this one, if parents say we can afford a course that's maybe a 5,000 per semester, then yet you want to study a program that's maybe 12,000 per semester. I mean, if that is what your parents can afford, then it's best to comply. I think on that one, it's best to comply because they are your parents, of course. You can't force it when it's like that. Unless your parents have the capability to pay, and yet you want to study politics, and your parents say, no, do pharmacy because you find job opportunities in there. There, you're infringing your rights, and I don't agree with such. Theirs is an opinion, but yours is the right. Thank you, sir.
Amazing. So Wusuma is actually in support Hope's answer, saying if that's what they can afford, then do it. Let them choose it for you, right? Let them choose it for you. Emmanuel, what's your take on that one? Are you in support with Wusuma? And
Okay, thank you, sir. So I think I agree, by the way, you know. So if I was in a position where I only have one choice, right, and they tell me to say, at this point in time, you can only be a nurse, you can only go to nursing school because there's this money and it's the only opportunity on the table. I'm taking it. I am taking it. Yes, but when it comes to the idea of them choosing a specific course for you, that one is very difficult. It's a very subjective question. It depends. I don't know. It comes down to yourself, right? Yeah, cause education is an investment, right? So it's parents investing in their children. So some parents might have like their audacity to say something like, I have this money and I want to invest it in my child because I want at a stage if they're going to be a doctor, I want this money, I want to build this infrastructure. Sometimes it's like that. But then also on the child's part also there's the aspect of freedom, right?
Yeah.
I want to be a free individual. I have this goal. I have the right. But like there's always that equilibrium whereby we should come at a point where we agree. So it's very difficult. But for me, I would say no. They don't have to do it. Choose it for you, but it depends, I guess.
so they can only choose you a program if that's what they can afford. In short.
Yeah, when you have one.
I've got a question.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
All right. So after interacting with a few students, of course, I discovered a certain response that I usually do get. So I talked to a friend of mine last semester, and he said one thing, saying, "I was told to study the program that I'm doing because of one thing, and that's a job opportunity." So he was told to say, "Study ICT because you find a lot of opportunities out there." But he said, "I want to do agriculture." So is it because there are so many opportunities in programs that our parents have the autonomy to choose on your behalf? Or is it based of what you think? Because our parents state one thing and they think maturity is important at that point before you make this kind of decision. And usually before coming into university, we are usually 19 years, 18 years, or maybe 20 somewhere there. So our parents look at us and say, you're not that mature to make life decisions. But then, what's your take on that? What
So-
stance should parents
So,
take?
paraphrase the question. So, what's the question now?
So now the question is this. Should we support parents to say, at that point when we make decisions on programs that we want to study, we are not mature enough to make life decisions?
The other question you talked about was opportunities, right?
Yeah, opportunities as well. To say, is it that we're not mature enough to see opportunities out there because they've lived more years, of course. So they've seen it all.
Okay.
So are we mature enough to,
You understand
to make
that?
those decisions?
You want to take it up or someone else? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we get to Mapolo, anyone that wants to respond to this one before I can respond? I do have a few. Okay. Nobody.
I
Hope?
haven't gotten it.
So his question is: parents do feel to say they ask you to study a specific program because they feel it has more opportunities. For example, they told his friend, his colleague, to say you do ICT and not agriculture because ICT has got like they have connections. They're gonna get him employed and whatnot, right? So do you think we should support parents in that with that perspective to say they have to choose programs for us because they feel they have connections that can get us working, can get us employed?
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, on that one, I feel like many times we are forced to actually take them up, like
Yeah.
mentally, because you will get into a
So
program.
is the mic working? Okay.
Yeah, you get into a program and you start doing it because when you finish it, you get employed. And many other times when they say, okay, you can do this program and then later on do what you want. Yeah, but I feel if you did that, there might be a point where you will have to question yourself because you're doing what you were taught to do because of their wisdom. But when you start doing it, you'll be like, okay, is this really the right program for me? Am I going to put in my all? Am I going to achieve my goal at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might get stuck, but if you're strong, you survive and you finish and get a job.
So you basically do it because you're guaranteed of employment.
Yes, that's the only reason you do it for.
You want to say something?
I'm going.
Okay.
Son.
I think just to add on to what she said, really, here's something tricky about life that many people, including some of our parents, respectively speaking, are not aware of. You see, you don't come to school to study to get employment. Come to school to study and employ other people. You see, the whole aspect of coming to school, getting a good job, and working for money is wrong. If my kids will have to come to school so they can make money, then I'm going to be a very bad father because I'll have the money that they'll need to make. I'll simply give it. If the reason for them coming to school is getting a job so they can make money, then I'll have to give it to them for free. Yeah. If that's the reason you're going to take your kids to school because you want them to get money, at the end of the day, why not give it to them? No, honestly, I'll give you the money. I was like, okay, here's 100,000. Here's a business idea. I'll help you set it up. Boom, you're done. What should be the reason? What reason is vivid enough or prominent enough for you to come to school? Knowledge, passion. Okay, knowledge, passion, very important. If you're coming to school because you want to get, I know some of us come from humble families. That people watching, they're saying, nah, I'm studying this because I want to get my family out of this situation, out of poverty and whatnot. If the main reason you're actually studying what you're studying is to get employed and start making money, you're actually enslaving yourself. Remember in our last podcast, I said the rich don't work for money. Money works for them. And I said, what did I say? As an entrepreneur, you are supposed not to work for money, but rather have knowledge, know how to apply it, and have money work for you. So come to school, get the knowledge. He's studying what? You're studying international relations, right? Exactly. You're studying what? Engineering, right? In agriculture, right? Exactly. Why not invest that knowledge? People don't understand that you can actually invest knowledge too. You just don't invest money, you invest knowledge as well.
On that one, sir.
Yeah?
Okay, so I think on that one, I have to object respectfully. Okay, so I have a friend who was at Eden University, right? Yeah. So this guy goes to Eden University and he goes to sign up for that's clinical officer. I think it's healthy related. He's there, he does his first year, he's going, he's still pushing, right? But then along the way he discovers that, in fact, no, like he knew this before. Like my interest is in music. I create beats. I want to be a DJ. That's what I love to do the most. But at the same time, his parents want him to be somebody in life. You understand by that, right? Go and get a degree. So he's in school, he's pushing, he's in second semester, second year, third year, he drops out from school. He drops out from school and he's at home. He's trying to improve his skills with music and stuff. On that aspect, sir, if you ask me to say, did he do the right thing? I think my answer would be no, he did not. So what I is no, he did not do the right thing for himself, because understanding it on in a realistic way, right, is where is that going to take him like right now, or let's just look at it in the short run. You are in Zambia and you want to survive in Zambia, you know. So what you want in Zambia is to be at a position where you're safe, right? So we're speaking of what? Employment. Yeah, employment. A paper. My point is you're just trying to secure your future. To be sure that in as much as I have this skill, I have this place where I'm safe.
Yeah.
Is a degree. You understand? I see that you have a passion, as you said, knowledge and passion, right? Should be the drive.
Exactly.
You understand, right? Which is true, by the way. You know, but I kind of like a little bit remove passion a bit and put a
Security.
not security. Okay, let me just call it survival. Is I'm here and I'm trying to be I'm here. I want to be maybe like a computer scientist in the future. I want to like advance in technology, right? And then at the same time I look at my country, or let me just say I look at the circumstances, right? Maybe there's money aspect, or maybe it's marketing, maybe of the program, right? I have to be wise enough to go for something which can secure me in the short run and do my thing later on. So I would go and do something which can give me money now. I would call that program a stepping stone. You understand? I do something right now. I don't love it really, but I want the money.
So you're doing it for the money.
Yeah, so I believe like you do it for the money in terms of survival. When it comes to passion, that's like something you're trying to do like in the long run. I do something that I love. I can do it for free, but I have to survive in a way. So I also want money. So it's like balancing the two.
Yeah, it's valid enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, on the part of balancing the money and your passion.
Yeah.
Let's take for instance, like the example you gave, the person was interested in music. Huh? Why not being a music teacher? Don't we have music in Zambia, guys?
We do.
We do, and
do.
they do teach it.
Yeah.
So why don't you go
Let's look at the money,
teach
guys.
it? You have the
It's
money.
all about the money.
You will have the
He
money
is
and
all
the
about the
passion at the
money.
same time. You get. So at least you're talking about getting a paper, huh? Why not get a paper in teaching and go teach music? At least you balanced up. You see, if I love
Yeah.
nature, let me go for agriculture
Yeah.
because I love nature. So
Wow.
you can balance up.
Just to support her. Listen, Emmanuel,
Yes,
you don't wait for opportunities. You create opportunities. I feel your friend made a very, very appropriate decision by dropping out of university, because like clinical medicine wasn't his thing. He wanted to become a what? A DJ, a musician, right? A sound engineer, something like that. That's what he wants. That's what he's passionate about. He understood to say it's not about necessarily the money. Because trust me, if you're passionate about something, you're going to do your best. You become a master at it, right? You become a master at it. Thereafter, you begin to create what? Opportunities.
Yeah.
You can go to different places and say, you know what? I'm a professional DJ. I'm going to do it for free. If you guys like it, you can call me next time and pay me, right? Exactly.
Potential.
No, exactly. Honestly speaking, a degree, sir. I've seen. I mean, how many people have got degrees in Zambia and they're jobless?
So many.
A degree isn't necessarily
Employment.
employment.
Mhm.
It's not. This is why many people are getting it wrong. They feel if I get a degree, I'm sorted out. That's it. You'll be disappointed. Survival. Let me talk about survival. I love the aspect of survival.
Yeah.
Let's say if you love art, if she loves art, right? She loves to paint and to draw. She's going to start what? Art, and she'll become an artist, right? Now the question is, how does she survive? You spoke about Zambia, the country Zambia. Why limit yourself to the sky when you can get to the moon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To appear magically.
No, exactly. I mean, honestly speaking, I mean, look at Aliko Dangote. His products are in Zambia. The man is Nigerian. Probably he's never even been to Zambia, right?
Okay.
Look at the late Steve Jobs,
Yeah.
the owner of what? Apple, iPhones. Yeah.
So we're using them.
So everybody's agreeing to the idea of
No, we're not.
She's not. We are.
I agree.
Team Passion.
Team passion.
Team Passion.
I'm not. Yes, I'm not. Yeah.
You want to justify your answer?
Okay. The Zambian setup has made us believe that being stable is having a degree. So you're going to have income when you have a degree.
Yeah.
So if you do nursing, you start working as a nurse. So you have money, you have the security,
Yeah.
and then you can do what you love.
That's
Yes.
prison. Now that's
Yes.
prison.
It's not prison because you have the liberty to do what you want after. You just want funds to secure you and make you feel safe.
Because that's what you've been taught. Because
Exactly.
that's the norm. like you are born, you
Yeah.
grow up a little,
Yeah.
you get into kindergarten,
Yeah.
you go to primary school, you go to high school, you go to college or university, you start working, you retire, you get your pension, you die. That's what we've been taught.
Yes.
That's what we've been taught. But change your mentality. Tell yourself to say, you know what? I can't risk my freedom for money.
Some of us will stop
Risk your money for the freedom.
better. What if it doesn't work out?
Someone just like a few days ago, right, was complaining about the same thing, about the metrics idea of how we are under a system and this person is unhappy. I'm so upset about this metrics. I wish I can come out of it.
Exactly, the same metrics, right?
Yeah.
That's what we've been.
But now understand this, sir. You are born in a system which operates in a specific way. You see what's happening and you see all the wrongs and stuff. You're upset about it. But you're part of the system, right? So if you come out of the system, you're going to be on your own. But you exist in the system. So if you want to survive in the system, you find a way of how you're going to survive within the system. Is the aspect you understand? Listen, it's an aspect of COVID-19, right? When it first came in, it was a problem. We tried all the ways to get rid of it until it reached a point where they said this COVID is not going.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Let's find a way to live with it. So I feel it's the same situation here. I'll do something within the system to survive in the system.
Okay, yeah.
No, say something.
All right. I love how you brought up the idea of a system. You know, I've been a student of international relations. Let me try to break down this for you. When you look at the setup of the United Nations, right?
Yeah.
That we have so many states that are in that international organization, and each and every state interacts on the basis of interest and security and the betterment of each one's territory, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then, when we speak about passion and doing that which you are good at, it's like having states in an international system, and we say, okay, we as Zambia are interacting in this international system, but what potentials do we have? We have potentials in agriculture. So let's be passionate about agriculture. Let's invest in that. Let's capitalize on what we have so that we can sell our products better. Let's capitalize on mining. Therefore, we will have a lot of value on the international market because we've maximized our potentials. So we can call passion in it. We can, how can I put this? We can try to break down a human being to be in a country. So the passions and the potentials that you have are like the key sectors that a country has. So if Zambia has got mining and agriculture, a person has got the potentials and the attitude to work with so much enthusiasm in a certain field. So for example, you say, okay, I love the art of speech. Let me do something in journalism, but your parents will say, do you want to go into media? Please relax, you do that later. But then when you really feel to say, I can do this thing, then you understand that I can maximize the potentials that I have and add value to whatever I study. So matters of security are not something that we can talk about because we have so many people graduating in these same fields of ICT, pharmacy, whatever. But please, if you have potential, you graduate with your teaching, you volunteer for 3 months, employment hits you because you're adding value to what you have because you do it with so much enthusiasm, my good sir. And that is how it works.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
We have 5 minutes before we close.
Okay.
I'm studying medical physics, right? You know what medical physics is all about?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So medical physics is the application of physics in medicine to simplify medical rules. For example, a neurosurgeon is going to get rid of the skull for them to extract a brain tumor, right? They'll have to cut off your skull and then get it out and then like get the brain tumor out. But for a medical physicist, all I'm supposed to do is make a tiny hole on your skull and then suck out the brain tumor using ultrasonic waves. So you see, the first method of a neurosurgeon is like up to 15-16 hours of surgery. My method as a medical physicist, maximum of an hour or 2. Right? Now the question you should ask yourself is, this program is in Zambia. Okay? We only have one, and then medical physics is also used to treat cancer. We only have one hospital in Zambia with such machinery, which is in Lusaka, the Cancer Disease Hospital and UTH. Right? 1. How many? 1. Okay. Here's the thing now. So I'm in Zambia, I'm in a system where these guys are hardly employed because they're expensive. We only have 4 medical physicists in Zambia. 4.
Wow.
4. 2 are doing their clinical training. They haven't even yet been confirmed. 1 is a chief medical physicist, and then 1 recently left for Europe, Dr. Nkonde.
Wow.
Right? So I'm in a system, I'm born in a system where, okay, these guys are hardly employed. There's no jobs. But should I limit myself to Zambia when cancer patients are everywhere in the world?
No.
Should I limit myself to Zambia when brain tumors are all over the world?
No.
I'll find people with brain tumors in Asia,
Yeah.
in Australia, right? Central Africa, they're everywhere. So the mindset that we have to say, okay, we are born in it. I want to become a scientist, I want to build rockets. But the system I was born in doesn't support rockets. Are you going to neglect your dreams and your passion
No.
based on the system you're born in?
No.
I have a question. What the response I'd give would be funds. So, how would you let someone go about the same thing? Like, you'd need money to go and study from abroad, or you'd need money to go and practice from somewhere else. So, what are some of the things that you can do as a person?
Like me, for example, me?
Yeah, what can you do?
No, I mean, I'm studying from Zambia, I'm not abroad.
When it comes to working.
When it comes to working?
Yes.
No, I mean, come on. That's why I talked about what passion. If you're passionate the way I am,
Yeah.
right? I'm passionate. I'm going to invest time in this because I love it. I just want to know the chemistry behind the cancer cells forming and how I can cure them using the physics, the radiations. You get the point, right? I'm passionate. I'm going to do literally my best, and I'll become the best expertise in this field. And when I'm the best expert in this field, do you know what will happen? Nations will call me and say, yo, come here.
Yeah.
We've got this girl, we've got this guy. Do your thing.
Okay.
You are a DJ. Listen.
Yes, sir.
Do you know Vusi Tembekwayo, some South African speaker,
Okay.
right? He's a speaker. Do you know in a week he makes money more than a doctor every month? He's into speaking. He's a public speaker, right? Vusi Tembekwayo. That's his thing. At the age of 16, he discovered, say, oh, you know what? I can speak so fluently. I'm good at it. What do? I have passion for speaking. Let me get me a coach. He started making YouTube videos. As we speak now, he's in Amsterdam. He was called. Everything was sponsored for. Okay? So it's not about the system you're born into, but it's about the system you build within you. Right? Can we close?
Yes.
Can we close? Our original topic,
was
should parents choose a career for you?
exactly.
Yeah, I think that's like no.
So in summary, they all say they can only choose a career for you if that's what they can afford. But if they can afford anything,
They just have an opinion.
I mean, you have to choose what you love, guys.
Yeah.
Remember, don't go to school so that you can start making money. Make money not because of employment. Make money because you became an entrepreneur.
Yeah, and also put into consideration that you also need a stepping stone in life.
Someone would need.
No, but he's right. Stepping stone. All right, guys, drop your comments. If you need a part 2 of this video, if you'd like to be part of our podcast, we're ready to send you transport money and just come through and be our guest. Remember, this is a youthful platform, and if you're a youth out there, if you're in South Africa, if you're in America, if you're watching from Zimbabwe, if you're watching from Namibia, we're gonna send you money, a flight ticket. You come through to Zambia, and we can just have
Everything.
Black man. Yeah.
Do you know why white men have put knowledge in books?
To hide it, of course.
To hide it. A white man will say, if this person can think like us, because those guys don't think based on their race. They think based on their open mind set.
Searching books.
Okay. All right. So we are all team survive.
Passion.
All right. We have been live from Lungushi University. This has been your host Uzio Hamonga. I didn't introduce myself when starting. My name is Uzio H or Uzio Hamonga, and together we are the Umoyo. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. And behind the camera is Ruth. And behind the camera as well is Joshua, our production team. Thank you so much. Sending lots of love to you guys. And guys, peace out. Thank you.